Waterman. Yes, I'm a transport consultant to the government. It's my job to act as a liaison between STM, Asia Pacific and the government of Victoria and the Transport Minister in particular to advise on the timeline and make sure that everything to do with the contract that's been awarded to this firm, that the timeline's being met. So it's my pleasure to welcome you today as a visitor, investor from interstate and overseas. We'll be taking a short tour of the site, so if you'll come with me, we'll start right now. Morning stakeholders, it's Waterman here. I'll tell you what, one of the great things about living in Melbourne is you never know, just like the old box of chocolates, you never know what you're going to get. In fact, I can't remember a Frenchy Cad day a foggier start to any morning this year. And it's a fairly apt allegory, Frenchy. Your morning, it's fair to say, has started off in a fairly foggy manner as well, because contrary to my request, Frenchy, because I'm not your dad, I knew young French girl, but contrary to my request, Frenchy, that you down tools last night as we finished up last night's coverage, which we were all a little bit. I'll tell you what, I was looking at the footage there, Frenchy. We'll talk about that in a minute. You hit the nightclubs, Frenchy, and it's fair to say that you are feeling fairly foggy. And old Frenchy Cad over here, he's always quiet. He's the man of the quiet demeanour, but he's also foggy because Frenchy Cad went over to the Blackburn pub, and apparently he sat there until 3, 4 in the morning watching the Wimbledon coverage at the sports bar in the pokies. I can't believe it. Frenchy Cad, I thought you had far more style than that to sit in the pokies gaming room at the Blackburn Hotel. My goodness. So as for myself, I am also slightly foggy because I got the phone call, the please explain from GM, and GM, despite all my protestations and despite what would seem to be difference of opinion, he sent a taxi. He didn't send the corporate driver, he sent a taxi card. It was over to GM's for, it turned out HANDLEY was there as well. And we had, as a trio, Wes was at home looking after his wife because she's very sick, unfortunately, and hello to you, the good wife of Wes. But GM, HANDLEY, myself, it's fair to say that we gave the old male bonding quite a bit of a going over last night, as we just had a gentle chat, a friendly chat, a gentlemanly chat, and one might say just a good old chat between blokes who respect each other as professionals and men, and there was a fair bit of a robust discussion. There was some laughter, there was some no tears because we don't do that, just running over the facts. They had a look at some of the footage. They weren't comfortable that the subjects were raised, but hopefully they understand why the subjects were raised over this past week, about the Blackburn Station underpass, about the Morton Park trees, about the safety. We have to keep moving. We've got to intercept Maston. Waterman here, and we've just stopped off for a pie and chips at the Blackburn Footy Club. You can see that the game's into the final quarter here, and Blackburn are pumping knocks. It's 86 to 35, but as much as I'm enjoying being here and showing Frenchie's just been licking her lips around another meat chicken pie, I've got other things on my mind, not to mention Maston, the internal politics at STM Asia Pacific Construction, but what's really concerning me today is, to my dismay, you will see behind me the Glen Ebor Street entrance to Morton Park is unmanned. There is no traffic crew there. Now I've run out of patience with this. To be honest, it's completely improper. It's unprofessional, and I've been promised by the site manager, as you'll remember, he said he'd be getting onto it. I've rung up the LXRA that many times, like nearly. I don't know what to say. Like, this is, and there's so many kids here today. That we just might have to stop for a second. Frenchie wants to take some more coverage of the footy, so we'll do that just directly. The danger well and truly apparent in the proximity of this park and if there's a tip truck to go by this area, you can see the path, you can see the proximity, and that's the Glen Ebor Street entrance to Morton Park. And it is, I'm sorry to say, it is unmanned by any traffic crew today, and God help us for tomorrow for the Odd Kick Clinic and the junior footy. It's a huge risk at this park. So you can see the game goes on, but so does the works at this level crossing, and so does the risks are still present. It's about 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon, and the works are still going on over there at Cottage Street, you can see behind me. And so we've decided, just for the moment, we're going to suspend filming of the tour. This ends our tour for today. We hope you've enjoyed this insight into the government's, the state government's preparation that your investment money is being spent. And if you need any more questions, my name's Waterman. You can contact me via the Department of Transport or FDM Asia Pacific's Constructions. It's important to get footage and evidence, and everyone's focus is on the winning score being kicked. But look at that match football has been kicked through the goals, and those young Blackburn, oh my God, those little Blackburn footy players are chasing the ball as they should do, because that's what kids do at the suburban footy, and that is the workside entrance there to the Blackburn rail corridor. I'm a pretty private person. I've been chatting to my crew. They've been a bit concerned about me today. I've had a phone call from Bellamy. This whole Maston thing today has got me a bit rattled, and to come down here today and to see this entrance once again not manned by traffic crew, and to know that these tip trucks, and you can see the tracks as they lead down to the eastern entrance to the southern side of the Blackburn Rail Corridor project. It brings back a lot of memories of my sister, who was killed in an accident where she ran out after our dog. Her name was, and I can't, just gonna have to stop. Said two LXRA people walk past at an opportune moment to ask them and look them in the eye and ask them why there's no traffic management here, and they just said it's not our problem. It's not our problem. Maybe I better make it their problem. What you see behind this door is some ongoing work preparing